My name is Juju. I am a movement, meditation, ceremony practitioner. I offer all types of classes through moving the body, um, understanding the subconscious through the body, exploring the mind through movement. Music and ceremony is a big part of that practice. Um, whether it's a movement class, um, a guided meditation, or a cacao ceremony. What I'm going to be sharing today is a cacao ceremony for Caravana, who are an amazing group of people that I am so honored and privileged and blessed to work with. And I say that because each and every single one of the team are conscious, loving, very aware beings that are here with such an intention and a deep mission. And everything that I do stems from intention, from Sankalpa, which is not just a simple wish or hope. It's more like a deep-rooted belief of how a person views themselves and their reality. And Caravana do this so beautifully through the art that they put out, the community they've created, the people that they work with, their artisans, their fabrics, their philosophy, and their vision. So Jack, thank you so much for that and for allowing me and everyone to be a part of it. It's creating a world of conscious beings that are ready to not only step in to this way of life, but also to fight for it in the most peaceful, beautiful way, to fight for it, to be strong in it, but also to move softly through it, to flow. I feel like it encompasses all the different elements of nature, and a lot of what I do draws from that. Cacao to me is it's a very nurturing, feminine, mother-like plant. The truth is, everyone has their own experience with cacao, and there's never a right or wrong, and there's so much that you can read into it and about it, and that can direct you, but it ultimately always comes down to personal experience, and that's how I usually like to learn. I like to self-teach. So the only way to understand what it is that is happening in our internal world is through the feeling. So there's feeling, there's plants that bring in feeling, then there's plants that bring in visions. This plant in particular is more about feeling. It's a guide in the sense that through understanding the feeling, the openness, the reality of what those emotions may be and where they come from, you start to explore the subconscious. But the beauty of the cacao plant is that it is raw and it is honest. And you can't hide from it. It's a teacher. There are days that when I first started my exploration of cacao, it was a very high energy, positive movement and dancing and joy, and that was beautiful and glorious. And then I had people coming to me like, but today I didn't feel that. And then as I myself started to have those experiences, I started to relate them to the fluctuations of my life and what I was growing through at the time. And they were basically, the expression that came through was always exactly what I was feeling deep within, that was usually covered or layered with other things like distraction, unwillingness to express that, judgment, self-judgment. Why am I feeling this way? So all of those start to melt away, and you're faced with that emotion, the truth of what is happening in the heart. So I'm very grateful that this plant has come into my life and has been a teacher and a guide for me. I usually like to create a ritual around cacao. The ritual that surrounds it can always varies depending on whatever it is that is happening in the collective at the time. So some days it'll be based around movement. Some days it'll be based around speech, just releasing whatever it is that wants to come out through words. There's never a wrong or right. However, each person may want to express is always welcome. So the ritual is a big part of it. I like to get into my Caravana, whatever piece that may be, and it's all always natural, consciously created fabrics that hold me in a way that is breathable, that is fluid, allowing ourselves to, as much as possible, become one with nature, which is our truth. And then through that, the openness comes in and we can become clear. Say one of the most important things that I've learned is that there is no thing, there's nothing, but that is everything at the same time. There is no thing. There is us, and we are the thing that we bring into our existence and our reality. So there is no, life itself has no meaning. We have meaning. Each individual has meaning, and they bring that meaning forward. And through that understanding, it's the realization and the lesson that we create our realities. We are co-creators of the universe, of the world that we live in, our world. Yeah, I think that is the most important lesson that I've ever learned, that I am a co-creator of my existence. We create the things that we wish existed, which is what I live by, which I feel is very Caravana. They create the world that they wish existed. I'm grateful to be part of that world.